welcome back to Wrestling Flash. In this WWE and all things wrestling video we are going to look at. Bo Dallas opens up about his brother's Fiend transformation. WWE superstar asks Chris Rock to call him. Will Smith slapping Chris Rock scripted? WWE cuts Ronda Rousey botch from Smackdown replays. Fans react on Twitter. Be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell, so you are the first to know when we upload a new video. Will Smith slapping Chris Rock scripted? The world is talking about Will Smith slapping Chris Rock at the 94th Academy Awards after the latter made an insensitive joke about his wife. As stunned as the general population is, Dirty Dutch Mantel believes that the incident was a work. For context, Rock referred to Will Smith's wife Jada Pinkett Smith's hair loss with a G.I. Jane joke, an iconic role for which actress Demi Moore had shaved her head bald. In Pinkett Smith's case, she suffers from a condition called alopecia, a condition that causes hair loss. The slap has gone viral on social media and many from the entertainment and sports world have commented on the same. Like the rest of the wrestling world, Dutch Mantel took to Twitter to share his comments on the incident. Hilariously enough, the veteran pro wrestler criticized how Chris Rock sold the slap and compared the incident with the angle between Andy Kaufman and Jerry Lawler. While we may never find out whether the incident was indeed choreographed or not, there's certainly an element of pro wrestling in the fracas. Let us know in the comments if you think it was an angle or not. You cannot book an angle and not have it pay out. Traditional pro wrestling philosophy dictates. Dutch Mantel took to Twitter and requested Vince McMahon to book Chris Rock and Will Smith for WrestleMania. One has to believe that with the company's love for getting celebrities who are in the limelight like Logan Paul and Johnny Knoxville, this is an idea they would traditionally pounce upon. It would not come as a surprise if the angle does indeed get parodied on either Raw or SmackDown. Would you be more excited for Rock vs. Smith than Cody Rhodes vs. Seth Rollins? Let us know in the comments section below. WWE superstar asks Chris Rock to call him. WWE superstar Sami Zayn reacted to the 2022 Oscars controversy featuring Will Smith and Chris Rock. Popular comedian Rock, the host of the 94th Academy Awards, cracked a joke about Jada Pinkett Smith. The G.I. Jane joke referred to her appearance, and the actress has publicly stated that she struggles with her hair loss due to alopecia. Several WWE superstars reacted to the incident, but Sami Zayn went a step ahead and asked Chris Rock to call him. He used a picture of himself in a wheelchair when he pretended to be injured due to Johnny Knoxville's attack. Since Knoxville publicly revealed Sami Zayn's phone number, the WWE superstar has struggled with strangers spamming his phone. However, he is apparently open to a conversation with Chris Rock after the Oscars incident. Sami Zayn has been feuding with Jackass Forever star Johnny Knoxville since the beginning of the year. The actor first won a spot in the Royal Rumble match at the expense of Zayn. He went on to cost Zayn his Intercontinental Championship by helping Ricochet in the title match. A frustrated Sami wanted revenge and got his match against the celebrity at WrestleMania. It was recently confirmed that Zayn and Knoxville's match would be governed by the stipulation, anything goes. It will be interesting to see how their rivalry ends at the grandest stage of them all. What have you made of Sami Zayn's rivalry with Johnny Knoxville so far? Let us know your thoughts on that, as well as the Will Smith and Chris Rock incident in the comments section below. Becky Lynch references Oscars controversy after getting slapped by WWE legend. Becky Lynch didn't have a great night in Toronto. The WrestleMania tour reached its final leg as WWE returned to Canada and was in the hometown of Hall of Famer Trish Stratus. The multi-time women's champion slapped Lynch, and in what turned out to be a reference to the Oscars and Will Smith's slap heard around the world. The current Raw Women's Champion responded on Twitter. For those who aren't aware, Smith generated the headlines at the 2022 Oscars after host Chris Rock made a joke against his wife, Jada Pinkett Smith. While her husband and Hollywood legend Will Smith was seen laughing at first, he quickly changed his tone and went up and slapped Rock before sitting back down and telling the host not to put his wife's name in his mouth. Meanwhile, in Toronto, the legendary Trish Stratus slapped Becky Lynch. Big Time Bex responded furiously by saying that she didn't deserve to get slapped and said that it was because she got a bigger pop than the beloved hometown hero. The Raw Women's Champion successfully defended her title against former champion Rhea Ripley in the main event of the show. Becky Lynch and Bianca Belair are all set to battle again at WrestleMania 38. While they had a feud between the summer of 2021 until early November, the EST of WWE has another chance at the gold after winning the Women's Elimination Chamber this year. Lynch assaulted Belair and gave her a storyline injury to add fuel to their feud. As of this writing, they are expected to open the festivities of WrestleMania weekend on Saturday. Will Big Time Bex continue her dominant run, or will Bianca Belair get a second WrestleMania moment in a row? Voice your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. WWE cuts Ronda Rousey's botch from Smackdown replays. Fans react on Twitter. WWE recently shared a video of the Smackdown segment featuring Ronda Rousey and Charlotte Flair but edited out a big mistake. The baddest woman on the planet is set to challenge Flair for the Smackdown Women's Championship at WrestleMania 38. They have been feuding ever since Rousey challenged Charlotte for the title after winning the Women's Royal Rumble earlier this year. Their most recent exchange on Smackdown saw Ronda Rousey mistakenly call herself the Smackdown champion, omitting the word women's from the title. She tried to cover up the mistake by saying they shouldn't add the term women to the championship, but the damage was already done. WWE posted the segment on Twitter, but they cut the botch from Ronda's promo replay. Last month, the company did something similar with another botch involving Ronda and Charlotte. Rousey teamed up with Naomi to take on Charlotte and Sonya Deville in a tag team match at Elimination Chamber. All four engaged in a confrontation on the pre-taped SmackDown ahead of the premium live event. The segment saw Rousey slam Charlotte Flair into a table, but the latter didn't sell the attack. As a result, that portion was removed from the show. Fans weren't particularly impressed with Ronda Rousey's promo war with Charlotte Flair on the blue brand. She fumbled throughout the segment, which fetched a lot of criticism from the viewers. Even the revised version of the segment wasn't well received on Twitter. Many noted how Ronda Rousey could use a manager, while others suggested that she should deliver pre-taped promos until she improves her mic skills. One fan said, "She should learn to cut a promo. She acts like she's talking on the phone having a one-sided conversation." Another suggested, "Paul Heyman, yo, can you teach her how to cut a promo?" Others resorted to expressing their opinions using GIFs and videos. Despite the controversy, WWE has kept the edited videos on social media. The creative team now has a massive job at hand to restore interest in Ronda Rousey versus Charlotte Flair as we inch closer to WrestleMania 38. Bo Dallas opens up about his brother's Fiend transformation. Bo Dallas was very impressed by his brother's transformation into the Fiend character on WWE program. Wyndham Rotunda underwent several evolutions over his decade-plus run with WWE. From the Nexus unknown Husky Harris to the backwoods cult leader Bray Wyatt and eventually the abstract monster known as the Fiend, he built a following with the WWE Universe through his creative vision and unique character work. Bo Dallas was recently part of a live virtual autograph signing for Captain's Corner, where he answered fans' questions while signing memorabilia. During the signing, Dallas expressed his admiration for his brother's creativity and how he was able to transform the Bray Wyatt character into the Fiend. "I was there very much at the beginning of him creating the Bray Wyatt character," Bo Dallas said. "That was just a cool experience because how much time and effort and research and what he did to make that character. Goddamn. Screw any Hollywood actor, man. That was legitimately one of the most impressive feats of turning yourself into another person I've ever seen, and I'll never take that back." Wyndham Rotunda has been free and clear of his WWE contract since the end of October 2021. While many fans expected him to show up elsewhere, that hasn't happened yet. Rotunda has been unusually quiet in regards to his next move in the world of professional wrestling, if there is one. Wyndham began work on a horror movie back in November, and that process has evidently kept him busy enough that he hasn't felt the need to return to the wrestling industry for the time being. However, many in the WWE Universe have expressed their belief that the Fiend's work in WWE was left undone, and fans still post about him on social media to this day, wondering if they'll ever see any iteration of Bray Wyatt on WWE television again. As of this writing, no reports have indicated that he'll be returning to wrestling anytime soon. But as they say in the wrestling industry, never say never. What do you make of Bo Dallas' comments? Do you ever think we'll see Bray Wyatt in WWE again? Or will he end up popping up somewhere else? Let us know your thoughts by sounding off in the comments.